and welcome to our first ever episode of Dumb Ideas. In case you were wondering, my name is Anna.
And my name's Aaron.
This is our show called Dumb Ideas, where we
talk about anything and everything, dumb or not, honestly.
Yeah.
So first thing we're going to do on our very first ever episode is we're going to share our dumb idea of the week, which every episode we're going to do this, and it's going to be like this past week or the week we're on or whatever. What was something dumb you did, or what was something dumb that you thought about or something. And that's going to be like kind of how we start each episode to just get going with conversation.
So, would you like to share yours first?
No.
Okay.
Because mine's not even good.
My dumb idea of the week is when we were at Vintage Stock, and there was this sign that said, I thought it said, buy 10 for $10. And so we were like, this is everywhere. This sign is everywhere. We should get 10 records for $10. That's crazy. That's a good deal. But that is not. We looked at the sign one more time, and Aaron goes, it says buy $10, get $10. So, like, we
buy
get
10, get $10.
Yeah, buy 10. Yeah, buy 10, get $10. So, like, we're not about to pay $10 for
records
10.
in hand. We were like, let's find all 10 records, easy peasy. We're gonna get 10 records for basically free. And I was like looking at these, and there were like $40 to $50 records. I was like, are you sure this is real? Because this seems like they're tricking us, and they weren't tricking us. We were tricking ourselves.
We weren't very smart. So
then we put the records back.
Yeah, we put them back. We did not buy them.
Mine, I have like 2, and neither are really what.
That's okay. So say
right.
Both, because.
Well, the first one I thought of was on Easter, which was last Sunday. We have an annual Easter egg hunt at my grandparents' house with all the cousins, and I couldn't find my last egg. That's it.
Where was it?
No one knows still.
No one knows?
Because this happens every year. One person doesn't get their last egg because all the old people hide them and don't remember where they hid the eggs.
Yeah.
And so there were 6 people out in the yard looking for my last egg.
Wow.
And I didn't get my last egg. So
did they know what was in it?
Pretty sure it's jelly beans.
I don't like jelly beans.
I thought I did until this year, and then
I like Jelly Belly.
I don't like Jelly Bellies at all. Those are my least favorite jelly beans. Those are disgusting.
Wow. That's your dumb idea.
And my second one, I don't even remember. So.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah. Yours was really good. Mine was a little weak. But, my second one was staying up late. And I do that every night.
Yeah, you should not do that. Especially when you have work in the morning.
I don't really know, what does insomniac mean? Is that something, you have to, be diagnosed with? Or is that just, you cannot, go to sleep, you stay up really late?
I think you have to be diagnosed with it. You have to have insomnia.
Well, I feel like I could, because it's every night, it's literally every night I have to force myself to go to sleep.
Yeah, I don't know the definition of insomnia, but
I can't just get in bed and be oh, now I'm sleepy, and then fall asleep. I have to I procrastinate sleeping for a good hour or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, it's like literally so late. I need sleep.
Yeah.
I'm forcing myself to go to bed right now.
Wow. Yeah, that
And
it
that's
doesn't sound
every night. It's not like
just once every once
every
in a while.
now and then, like every single night.
Yeah, that doesn't sound very healthy.
Nope.
But
And then I wake up exhausted, but I still always get at least like 8 hours of sleep. Well, anyways, now we're going to get into the main topic of today's first episode, which is going to be kind of more of like an introductory, getting to know us a little bit. So we're going to play 20 questions.
Yes, and we have pre-written questions as
Yeah.
to not bore everybody with the thinking process.
Yeah, trying to think of them. So we have this glass bowl. We have this glass bowl that we have 20 questions in. And we're just going to like take turns picking one out, but we're
Mhm.
both going to answer.
Yes. Okay. Do you want to do the first one?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
First question is, what is the longest you've ever had your hair?
Okay.
I
Start
don't-
off simple. You know, something that we just know.
I don't understand that question because, like, what do you mean? Like, inches?
Just
Like, who measures their hair?
not inches. I mean, like, to where it came on your body.
For me, that's, like, impossible because, like, my
Well,
hair's always,
it
every
came
hair has
to-
been, like, different lengths.
So which one is the longest one?
No, each
The long.
hair.
I know the longest hair.
That's
you know,
just such
So
an
like if you
odd
pulled it forward over
question.
your face because your hair is shorter, if you pulled it over your face, where like down to your nose, down your mouth, like where's the longest? My longest has been just underneath my butt. I know,
It's
and that was like
really long.
recent-ish.
No, that's literally, like, 6 years ago.
Out of 18, that's recent.
Sure. Mine is like boring. It was just like past, like barely past my nose.
Right now, it's like almost to the top of my nostril. I think.
Mm.
Oh. Not almost. It is to the top of my nostril.
For
Right there.
me now, it's right at my eyebrow.
Wow. I'm jealous of that length. Not like I want it, my hair to not reach down to my nose.
I kind of miss my long hair.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's getting there.
Yeah. I still don't really know what I really want.
That's okay. Just let it evolve.
Yeah. All right. You pick next.
Okay. What is the last thing you read?
So do we want to do last thing, like last book, like we read at all, or like last book, like we finished reading?
Just read.
Okay.
Well, the last like thing that wasn't a book that I read was like those. Because like I read like the top books.
The majority of our base is
Oh, yeah,
not
yeah, yeah.
viewers.
The books behind us. Like just I read the cover. But the last like book that I read was The Shadow of Kiyoshi.
Such a good series.
I know.
I
I'm
finished
I'm
both
into
of
it.
those. The last book I read is a book I'm trying to currently read, which is the last one left, I think. Or the only one left. One of those titles.
I think it's the only.
Me too, but I don't know, that sounds weird now.
Yeah.
But
I don't know who wrote it. I'm sorry. That's kind of like my book. I don't know who wrote. I don't know who wrote The Shadow of Kiyoshi, but I'm sure it's very easy to find out.
I
But
know the last name of the guy who wrote my book is Sager.
Oh, it's like Riley.
Riley Sager.
Yeah.
Mine's like seems so interesting because it's supposed to be like it's based in the 80s. It's a mystery, and
I mean, that sounds like a great
This-
combination.
yeah, already like that's it. Like you don't
Mhm.
even need anything else.
Yeah. So, like, what do you think so far? How far into it are you? Like, what chapter, roughly?
I'm like in chapter 4 or 5, and like nothing amazing or cool or crazy has happened, obviously, because it's just chapter 4.
Yeah. I'm in a lull of the book. I'm like 1/3 in, and just like it's like at a slow, more informational chapter, and so I'm just kind of like, but something shocking just happened at the end of the chapter that I just finished, so we're getting picked back up.
Yeah, I loved reading those books. Those are so fun.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna pick the next one. Okay, if you could eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
One food.
I already
Okay.
know mine,
Well, what's yours?
and I always say this: potatoes, because there's so many different styles of potatoes.
But like, you can't have the rest of the stuff. You can only have the potato. 'Cause it's like one food.
Yeah, French fries is still a potato.
But it, okay. So, but would that
Anything
classify?
made from a potato is that food.
Yeah, but if you put anything else in it, it becomes a separate dish.
Yeah, why would I put any other ingredients in a French fry?
Well,
Or like a
but there's like mashed
potato
potato.
chip or mashed potatoes. Like you just
Like-
mash them. Like yeah, obviously there's different ingredients, but like
You could just
mash
not do it. Yeah. I guess so, yeah.
Technically, you could add liquids because
It's not
liquid
a
isn't food.
Yeah.
Potatoes is like what else? What's yours?
I don't know. 'Cause like it depends. Like, am I thinking like practically or just like based off of what I like? 'Cause like,
Well, I mean, I don't think it really matters because like you don't.
I mean,
You can't live off one food, actually.
You can't?
No. You need so much more than just one offering.
Yeah.
You need
Okay.
protein and, like, vitamins and other
Yeah.
stuff.
Other stuff. Oh goodness.
I don't think there's a food that has everything you need.
I mean, I really like ham and cheese sandwiches. Those are pretty good.
Would that be considered one food? A whole
Yeah.
sandwich?
So you mean like an ingredient? What ingredient?
I don't know what you consider food, though.
But it's like, what's your favorite food? You can say like mac and cheese.
Yeah, I don't know. Sandwiches, like, you put things together,
But like, what if you just buy it already like a sandwich?
but it was still put together.
By someone that's not me.
I don't know.
Well, you have to put together the French fries.
It's from the one thing, though.
Okay, true. Okay, but okay. Then, so I have to pick an ingredient.
I don't know. Like, that's your take on it.
So, yeah. I'd
Me
pick a
personally, I don't
sandwich.
think I consider a sandwich one, like, food. But I don't really know.
I think I do.
All right, you go.
What is your favorite hobby? My favorite hobby. Oh, I can't pick between playing the guitar and painting. Because I love both and watching TV. I love watching TV, but I'm not sure if that classifies as a hobby.
I don't know. Some people do think that.
Yeah. But I don't. Oh, okay. I like playing my guitar, but like after a while, it's just kind of like a little bit boring. Like in one sitting, it's not boring, but like it's like okay, I'm done. You know. But like with painting, I could go forever until the painting is finished.
Yeah.
And
then you
that
could do another
takes
one.
like days. You know. and I don't stop until it, like, I don't leave it until it's done. So, yeah, I'd probably say painting then.
Mine would probably be I guess writing.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Because, like, I don't know. I don't even, I guess, writing for me comes in so many different platforms, though. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Because,
Okay.
like, writing songs, writing stories, writing
Scripts.
scripts. You could still consider those stories, I guess, though. And so, yeah. Writing's probably my favorite hobby.
Yeah, that's good. Hey, you guys, you're going to read one of his books one day. Because he's going to make them. He's going to start pumping them out.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
fat, like a machine. Because he's just that
No.
good. And one book of every genre.
That'd be fun.
I'm sure you would. I'm sure you'd genre hop.
Yeah. There's no way I'd stay in the thriller.
Yeah, no way. Well, 17 is also a thriller. It took a
I
while
guess.
to get there, but it got there.
I think, yeah.
Which is
I
17 is a musical that he wrote. For context.
It's a jukebox musical.
Jukebox musical that he wrote for context.
Okay. Who just went?
Me did. I did.
Oh. All right. What's your biggest pet peeve? That is probably the worst question to ever get because so many. Too many. How can there be a biggest one?
Okay, so you start then.
Literally what? No, that is the opposite
Like,
of
just
what?
like start listing them.
I can't, there's so many, I can't even like think of one,
Wow.
you know?
I can think of a pet peeve that's like at work only.
That's still a pet peeve.
Okay. So I work at a daycare, and our kids' names, anytime that their name is on something, it's listed alphabetically. And so a big pet peeve of mine is when one of the names is out of order, which happens like more than you'd think. But
Yeah.
like their daily sheets, like it's like someone will forget a name, so then they'll write it just on the last paper instead of like putting it in the spot that it goes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, it kind of throws me off because then it's like I can't find it
Yeah.
ever.
Mm-hmm.
So I know of like pet peeves that I do. That like I hate. Okay, I hate whenever I talk over people, but it happens I can't control it. I just have things that I need to say, and I need to say it right then, or I will forget it.
I don't like when I'm showing people something I'm really passionate about and they don't care.
I hate that so much.
Or they don't, like, give me anything. Like, they don't show appreciation.
Yeah. Like
Like,
whenever
if I'm showing, if I'm showing someone a movie or a TV show that I love, and they get on their phone, or like one time, I won't disclose the name, but I had a friend over, and we were watching. It might have been Stranger Things, actually. I don't know. I was showing them a show or a movie. It was definitely, we were watching something that I was like enjoying
Okay.
and I liked, and I looked over and they were asleep. And they slept through like the whole movie.
Oh, that's
To be fair,
kind of
we
like
had,
embarrassing.
it was during the summer and like we had just went swimming all day.
I know.
So, like,
it
it
is.
could have been kind of like exhausting, and like we just like got back to my house. We were sitting on a couch, and like, you know that feeling after like swimming and you're like in a cool house, like sitting on the couch or something. It's just something so relaxing about that, because like
Yeah.
it's like your skin is so hot, but like the house is so cool, and like you still kind of have like damp hair.
And you're like
That's
freaking
honestly, like,
exhausted.
yeah, you're like you could take a nap. And
They did.
She did.
Do you like podcasts or only music?
Okay, what's yours answer?
I am not like a podcast listener, but like every once in a while I'll
Don't
like
lie.
No,
You
I'm not
have
like
never listened to a podcast.
Yes,
in
I
your
have.
life.
Yes, I have.
You have never.
Yes, I
listened to a podcast
have.
in
I
your
promise, okay? I've listened to Very Really Good by Curtis Connor. I've listened to What You Really Missed. The Glee
life.
podcast. I listened to like 3 episodes of that. And there was this one true crime podcast that I listened to random episodes of. I don't remember the name because I just looked up true crime podcast and then picked one. So, there's one more. Sad Boys by Jarvis Johnson and Jordan, I think is his name. I don't remember his last name. So, but I've actually watched a few of those episodes, but that's because like I watch them on YouTube, like whenever I'm doing something.
Wow.
But I do usually choose music.
Yeah. I also always go to music, I feel like. But I've listened to 2 or 3 podcasts, like, consistently.
Oh, consistently, yeah.
The first ever podcast I ever got into, and that got me into podcasts, was Fantastic Geeks and Where to Find Them by Tessa Netting of Rizzy Voices.
Yes.
I was obsessed with that podcast.
I remember.
So hard. And they, like, stopped.
Yeah,
They
I
just,
remember.
like-
That was so sad.
They just stopped. They just...
They just stopped doing it.
And I was really sad, because that was, like, my favorite. I, like, listened to that more than music for a while. And the second podcast I listen to consistently, and I also don't anymore, is Relax
Oh, yeah.
by Colleen Ballinger.
Yeah, that's...
So,
Does she even still make it?
oh, yeah.
Oh.
She
Oh, yeah,
still going.
she went back. She, like,
She's
came
still
back
going.
like nothing happened.
Yeah. I also listened... Oh, wait, no. There's still one I actually consistently listen to now, currently.
Oh, Smosh.
Smosh Mouth,
Mm.
which is... I love Smosh.
Yeah. Shout out to Smosh.
Yeah. So, yeah, but, like, usually it's music. I love music. Music is literally everything to me. So, all right.
Music is good. I love a good
Okay.
tune.
All right. What's your favorite board game? I actually did think about this one.
I hate board games.
So I'll start. Okay. So do you want to... If we go board game,
Mm-hmm.
it would be, like, the game comes with a board and, like, there's pieces on it.
Yeah.
I probably would say Life.
Oh, yeah.
I love that game so much. It's so fun.
Yeah.
If we were going with, like, any, like, game that comes in a box. I actually don't even know, so I don't know why it was gonna go. I mean, I really like Munchkin, but I don't like the original Munchkin. I like themed ones, like Disney, Harry Potter, Marvel. I like those Munchkins that are themed, because, like, I like their characters, you know,
Yeah.
and there's little things and stuff. I actually haven't even played the original, so
I think we did one time.
I haven't.
I thought you and I did. One time.
I don't think so. Well, maybe
In your
once.
kitchen.
I don't even have the original Munchkin.
Oh, then I guess not.
I've only played, like, Marvel, Disney, and actually might not have even played the Disney one, but we have it.
Oh. Let's see. Whenever I said I hate board games, that's like a lie. But, like, I just really don't enjoy playing them. Because, like, when you're playing them, that's all you talk about. You know, you would just talk about the game. So, like, it's, like, boring to me because it's, like, I'm with these people that I like to hang out with. But, like, we can't talk. about anything but the game.
But, like, you can.
I know you can, but for some reason I just, like, feel like you can't. And so, like, it just
Also, it's...
bugs me. Also, I hate strategy games because I'm, like, really bad at them. And so, like, I always feel embarrassed whenever I'm, like, have a not good strategy and everybody else does, you know?
That's literally, like, the story of my life. I grew up with, like, family game nights.
Me too. And I didn't like it.
2 different paths.
Yeah.
And I loved it. But if you had to choose your favorite board game... I know your favorite board game. I would assume.
Clue?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's, like, pretty fun, but it confuses me every time. I have to, like, relearn how to play.
I have to relearn every game ever, even if I played it, like, a week ago.
Yeah. Like, it is confusing to me, like, how you're supposed to find out what it isn't. But then, like, I get it. As soon as I, like, I have to look at every single piece. And then I'm like, oh, yeah. This is how you play.
I have to be mid-playing to remember.
Like,
instructions don't help me.
Yeah, if you're explaining a game to me, don't. Just play the game, and I'll figure it out.
You can, like, briefly, like, summarize what it's about so I kind of have an idea of what's about to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But do not read that whole book.
Yeah, that is...
Don't read that whole thing because I will absolutely not be paying attention, first of all. And I will not know what you're speaking of. I will only know how to play when the game's done.
Yeah, once it's over.
Sorry. And then I'll be in love with it and want to play it again.
Yeah, but it's already over.
Yep.
Okay. My favorite board game that doesn't come with a board. You know what I'm about to say. Shameless plug. It's a struggle. It's a card game. So, you should look it up. It's pretty fun. It's produced by... No, not produced by. It's made by this company called Magic Bean Entertainment. And they have, like, a few different games. Like, yeah. So just, like, look them up. They're pretty cool. Okay. Sorry.
Uh-oh.
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? I was almost straight-faced for the whole thing, but then you laughed. So how much wood do you think a woodchuck would chuck?
What is a woodchuck, actually?
A bird, I think.
So when you heard that rhyme, like, throughout your whole life, what animal did you imagine?
A bird.
I always imagined, like, a beaver.
Maybe it is a beaver. I always imagined a bird, and I never thought to check.
I just always imagined, like, a really skinny, like, giant toothed beaver, like, chomping down on some wood.
Can you, like, look it up? What is a woodchuck? Because I gotta know. Which of us is right? I was thinking, like, a woodpecker. You were right.
Not really, but I was really close.
It's a groundhog.
It's a groundhog. What? A woodchuck is a groundhog?
Yeah, they don't even chuck wood. That's the whole point of the tongue twister.
If a wood could chuck wood.
If a wood could chuck would chuck.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Like, it doesn't chuck wood. So if a woodchuck could chuck wood, how much wood do you think it would chuck? Like, in a day.
Why is it called a woodchuck?
I don't know.
What?
Maybe its name is Chuck and it lives in the woods. So it's like woodchuck.
Mm-hmm.
Like, on a daily basis. Like, how much wood?
You answer first, you picked it.
I think it would chuck, like... And if it didn't stop...
Does chuck mean, like, throwing? Or does chuck mean chomping?
I mean chomping.
That's what I always imagined, but
does it mean throwing?
Chuck?
Okay. If it means chomping, one whole tree in a day, I think they can do it.
Like,
yeah, no, the whole, like, eat all of it.
Oh my gosh.
I think they can do it.
Wow.
In a day. I believe in them. But if it's throwing, I'm going to say like 3-foot branch. At the most. What about you?
I imagine obviously like a beaver like through a tree and then it like
Okay.
falls.
Down. So how many trees?
I think it could do like 20 in a day.
In a day? Yeah.
Not eating them, but
Just like
and throwing.
chomping through 'em.
I bet it could throw like a hefty like 50-pound limb.
Yeah, okay. 50 pounds. I should have
I
done
can
it in
see it.
weight.
I can see it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Woodchucks are strong, I guess. If they could chuck wood.
But they can't. So
Right. Okay.
that was a good one. What celebrity reminds you of the other?
Okay. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay.
I was thinking about this. Okay, the celebrity that always, like whenever I see them, immediately reminds me of you is
Sophia Lillis. That's Beverly.
No, but that's a good one too.
Oh, okay. So then who are you thinking?
Maya Hawke.
Oh, that's a good one.
Every time I see her, I'm just like Anna.
That's a huge compliment. Really.
So yeah, and I don't know like
That's
what
a
it is.
huge compliment, really.
Honestly, like even like her music that she's putting out reminds me of music you would make.
Really?
Yeah.
You heard it here first, guys. I'm basically Maya Hawke, so you might as well love me. Okay, for you, I have 2.
2?
Yeah. And they're both, you know both of them. So 1, Millie Bobby Brown. 2, Lily Reinhart.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know what I found out? Lily Reinhart doesn't like chocolate, and neither do you. That's not why. That's just like a similar fact.
Out of all celebrities, I like never get compared to celebrities. I feel like you do a lot.
I feel like I don't. No, okay, looks-wise, I do.
You do. But like, if anyone has ever told me a celebrity reminds them of me, it's Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah, because, okay, first of all, the way that you look. You're the same age. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like a month apart.
Yeah, you love Stranger Things. She's in Stranger Things. Her, like, skincare line is the only skincare line that works on your face.
That is true. I've tried so many skincare products. No, I haven't. I've tried.
Yeah, you have. You've tried a few
skincare things, and it always makes me worse than just doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But hers is the only one that hasn't ever made me like break out, and like literally when I stop
like
using
red
it,
face.
I break out.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, like whenever I watch the videos of like just her talking, it just like random things she says just like remind me of you. Like, just like I don't know if it's the mannerisms or just like what she's talking about. I don't know. I can't pinpoint it, but I just know. But also Lily Reinhart, it's mostly because of Betty, but like also just her.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of my acting came from watching Lily.
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like those.
Yeah, that's like a pretty that's good.
All right. Last one, and we'll move on to the next segment.
Okay. How many siblings do you have?
Oh, okay.
So I have 4 siblings. I have an older sister, a younger sister, and 2 younger brothers. I was about to lie.
You're about to lie.
I was about to say, and another younger sister. But that's not even true.
I have 2 siblings. 2 older sisters. That's it.
You're the baby.
I'm the youngest.
Yeah. Are you spoiled like the baby?
I wouldn't say.
Yeah. That is the end of our
First part.
That is the end of the first part of 20 questions. Now it is time for our weekly segment, Anthem of the Week, where we say what song we've been listening to all week and we just like love it so much.
Yeah, what song has been like getting you through the week?
Yeah.
Obviously.
I kind of have two this week.
I have one, and it kind of happened later in the week. I haven't been listening to music much this week.
Oh. That's crazy. Why not? Do you want to go first?
Sure. Mine is Found Heaven from Conan Gray's new album, Found Heaven.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's just so good. Really the part that gets me always is the beginning, like where it goes into that like deep synth, like do do do.
Yeah.
It's like ascends me into euphoria.
Wow. I mean, that's pretty good. It's a pretty good song.
Yeah, so I've been listening to that one a lot.
Okay. I have two. One of them is Matcha. I couldn't tell you who sings it. I think I can. Wick Whitney, I think is it. But if you look it up and that's not true, don't put it in here. Okay. The second one is Hot to Go by Chapel Roan. I really hope that's how you pronounce it. Her name.
Yeah, she's been
trending.
Yeah.
Those are my two anthems of the week. 'Cause like Matcha kind of leaked in from last week, but like I'm still listening to it frequently. Okay, back to the rest of our questions.
Back to it. All right. Wait, you went last, so I'll go.
Yeah. We have 10 more questions.
10 more questions. 10 more questions. Okay. Who was your first crush? I don't remember that one being written down.
Who was your first crush?
Mine was a girl named Emmy. I was like, I don't know, probably friggin' 5. 6 maybe.
Yeah.
And, I mean, yeah, that's it. It was just a little 6-year-old girl named Emmy at my church.
Okay. This is a side note, okay? This is not my first crush. But when you said Emmy, that reminded me of this one time I was at church and I had this friend and her name was Emily. Okay? I had only seen her this one day, okay? And then, like, I never saw her again. But we were, like, best friends. And then one random day later, I was standing at the back of the room, and I look across, and there she is. She's just there. And we lock eye contact. And then people, like, walked in front, and then she was not there anymore. Like, this is a real thing that happened. And I never saw her again.
What? Oh my gosh.
I know. And I never saw her again. And I was devastated, you know, because we really hit it off. And then she was gone.
That's weird.
Yeah, like a movie scene.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, my first crush. I would say kindergarten on this boy named Preston. And, I told... okay, he was actually my boyfriend, but here's how he became my boyfriend. His friend was standing on top of the picnic tables, asking him why he didn't want to play with him that day. And then Preston was just kind of like, I don't know, like he like couldn't think of a reason, but he just didn't want to hang out with his friend, whose name was Caleb. And then he was like, Preston, why won't you play with me? And I was like, and I was like standing right next to them for some reason. Mm-hmm. And I stepped up and I said, 'cause he's my boyfriend. He wasn't, but he was now. Oh. And then Preston looked at me and he said, yeah, 'cause I'm her boyfriend, and then linked arms with me. And I don't know why he said that. And I don't know why he went along with it, but he did. And we were dating for like a while. And then I told my older sister, and her friends dared me to kiss him, or else they would take away my Cinderella baby doll. And
In kindergarten?
yes. And so I took him, so the next day at school, I took him underneath the playset, and I was like, I have to tell you a secret. And then I kissed him on the cheek. And then he freaked out. He's like, what? Anna just kissed me. And then he like ran away and like ran around. And I was like so embarrassed. I was like scared because I was like, no one's supposed to know. That's why we hid. And then we broke up because I wasn't playing with him on the playground.
Full circle.
Yeah. Yeah, actually. That's crazy. That's the story of my first ever crush and boyfriend and kiss, I guess.
But yeah, no, my first secret girlfriend was when I was like 7, I think. 7 to, like, we were off and on.
Oh, okay.
From
Drama.
7 to, like, right before I turned 9.
But yeah, longer than a year. That's crazy. First ever relationship.
And we, of course, thought we were being so sneaky. Everyone knew.
Of course.
Literally every single person who has a brain cell knew.
What was her name? Or what is
Rachel.
her name?
Her name was Rachel. Yeah, she was also my first kiss. We, like, lip kissed.
Oh my goodness. Lip kissed. That's... Wow.
So, yeah, that was crazy. I don't think I've ever told anyone that story.
Wow.
My family doesn't even know that stuff.
They will now.
Yeah.
Not so secret anymore.
All right. That was a long one, actually. So,
Yeah.
all right. Next one.
How much wood would I'm just kidding. If there was a movie about your life, who would play you?
Oh.
I feel like this is very similar to the celebrity
Not really, because we have to go off, like,
acting
age,
styles.
acting, looks.
I have to pick an actual boy. Man. For you.
No, we choose our own.
Oh, you have to pick a man. I don't. Okay. Can I say Sadie Sink?
Yeah.
I can say whatever I want, actually.
I feel like Sadie Sink would do a pretty good job playing you.
She could do a good job doing anything, so.
Anytime I think of, like, an actor my age, the only ones are Stranger Things actors.
Well, that's okay. So
But
which
I don't
of
think
this...
any of
Okay,
them...
so let's change the thing. Which of the Stranger Things actors would you want? Would play you? I pick Sadie Sink.
Probably, like, Gaten Matarazzo.
I like him.
I would say Noah Schnapp based off looks. Alright. Next question.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, she hasn't eaten dinner. Next question is...
I'm being held hostage. He's not feeding me.
What song always gets you on the dance floor?
I don't know. There's a few. Okay. There's this one song I've been really liking. It's called Girls in Bikinis, and it feels so, like, summery, you know? And I like that.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm not sure if it's, like, really, like, a dancey song, though. But it does feel summery, and it makes me happy whenever it's, like, gets on.
Mine's probably, like, a Taylor Swift song.
Yeah. Shake It Off always gets everyone on the dance floor because you just can't really sing Shake It Off without shaking it off.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a legit one. E.T. by Katy Perry. Because I always have to do the Just Dance moves to that song. So, without fail, that song comes on, I'm doing the dance moves, you know?
Yeah.
And I know that's, like, annoying and, like, pick me or whatever, but I don't care. It's fun, so I'm not stopping.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. It's probably one from, like, 1989. That's, like, the most, like, one for me.
Oh, you mean, like, Taylor's album. I thought you were, like, the year.
Oh,
1989. I was like, that's very specific.
No. I don't know. Any song off 1989, probably.
Okay. That's okay. My turn?
Mm-hmm.
What superpower would you have? Okay, so is that like thinking logically with like our skills and stuff? What would the universe give us, or like what would we want?
We can answer both.
Okay.
Easier one first. Which one do you want?
That's not easier.
Well, for me, obvious for me.
Yeah. Okay,
I-
I choose. Go ahead.
I would want telekinesis.
Yeah, that's a pretty good power. Okay, strategically, if you have telekinesis, I don't need it because you have it. So I can have teleportation because we could both, benefit from that.
Yeah.
Okay, so what about what would you get? Like just based off
Okay.
of you.
That's difficult.
Well, we already know. So yours would be like empathy, and
I would be
and
an
manipulation
I would be an empath.
with manipulation skills. Is that a thing that already comes with it?
Like, similar, very similar.
Okay, so you have two powers. But they go hand they do
They-
it for each other.
Yeah, go hand in hand.
Okay, wait, that sounds like bad. Because you're not a manipulator. You're just like people take a liking to you, so like they get persuaded by you easier. You know?
Mhm. Yours is what's gonna be hard because
Cuz I have no skills.
I was just
Yeah.
mine comes from my like aura. I feel like my energy that I give, and like, what's your aura
Photo-
and energy?
Photographic memory.
I don't think so. You have
Yeah.
like the worst memory.
Yeah, but it's photographic though. Okay. What I was really trying to say was like memorization. Like I feel like I can memorize things pretty well. And so I was just trying to think of like a technical way to say that.
Yeah.
But photographic memory was the wrong way. So like
I think that's a close and good one though.
what? Photographic memory?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like Olive from Ant Farm.
Farm.
Yeah.
That's a good show.
Yeah, it is.
You could kind of resemble Rogue from the X-Men like thing, where like when she touches someone, she like takes their abilities.
Oh.
So I feel like
wait, that's
yours-
good actually.
I feel like yours is kind of like you just like figure stuff out very easily and simply.
That's actually good.
Simply.
I like that. So I can.
And,
That's
like,
good. Like
Not
Kirby.
everyone can just do that. Like, yeah, Kirby kind of power. Like you just
Yeah.
like see something, touch something, and you just like
I know it.
Know it. You
That's
know
pretty
all
cool.
the knowledge of the thing you just touched.
Yeah.
That's your superpower.
Wow. All right, next one.
Okay, me. What is a useless talent you have? So kind of like backtracking now.
Okay.
We found some.
We found
unique
something that we're
stuff
good at. Now we have to find out something
that we're good
that
at.
we're good at that we don't
that
need.
does not pertain to anything.
Okay. I can make a little flower with my tongue, but that's not really something I can show on a podcast. I haven't done it in a while. What if it doesn't work?
That is really weird.
It's not like that special anymore. I saw a video of a guy doing it, and I was like, you can't do that. Only I can. I was jealous. Okay. Useless talent. I can draw a pretty perfect circle as long as it's, like, smaller than half an inch. Yeah, like, that's pretty useless.
Yeah.
Unless I'm, like, trying to draw, like, bubbles.
Mm-hmm.
So, actually, I drew a perfect circle that was exactly half an inch. So, that's my limit. I have a story that pertains to drawing circles. There was this one time that I was in the dining room of my old house, and I had a piece of paper, and I did have one of those, like, circle drawing things next to me. but I didn't use it, okay? Like, I was messing with it, but then I got a new piece of paper, and I drew a big circle, and it was, like, almost perfect, okay? And I was so excited, and I went and I showed my older sister, and I was like, hey, and her husband. And then I was like, hey, guys, look at this. I drew this perfect circle. Isn't that so cool? And they were like, you used that circle thing to make that. And then I was like, no, I didn't. And then they examined the paper, and they're like, I see the dot in the center of the circle. And to this day, I don't know if I used the circle thing or not.
Interesting.
Yeah, because that dot was there. Because I looked and I saw that dot.
Yeah, you really tried with that photographic memory power, though.
Yeah.
I can't think of a useless talent I have.
Okay, I have a talent. I know a talent that you have, but I'm not sure. I don't think it's useless, but
Every
Like-
talent can be useful.
yeah. Okay, you are really good at memorizing, like, songs, like the instrument part of a song, like the backing track. You're
Okay.
really good at knowing when to come in, I feel like, and knowing what part of the song it is.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all sounds the same.
Yeah.
So it's like, how did you know that? But you just do.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty crazy.
Yeah. I'm good with music. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, you're really good with music, I'd say. Okay, you're the one with the photographic memory, I think, because I'm about to say another memory thing. Anytime we're talking about any TV show or movie ever that you've ever watched in your entire life, you know every detail. Everything. Because it's like there's a screenshot, and it's like, hey, what show is this from? And you're like, oh, it's this show from that one time whenever they were, like, trying to escape the jail. But, like, it's not a picture from in the jail. So it's like,
Mhm.
how did you know that?
Okay.
And that's
So-
pretty useless.
Yeah. Overall, my useless talent is just
Knowing things that you don't need to know.
like
Knowing timelines. You're really good at timelines.
timelines. Okay.
Yeah. Because even in real life, you're like, no, that didn't happen before that. And it's like, what? Like, I really thought it did.
Interesting.
And then you, like,
Okay.
show photographic proof. You're like, see, I took this picture when that happened. I didn't have that drawing or whatever. You know?
I should be a detective.
Should. Do you collect anything?
So, I collect so much stuff. I feel like I am like a collector.
Yeah.
I would title myself as. I collect things like from franchises, I feel like. So like not like
Okay.
ones other than Funko Pops. I collect Funko Pops,
Yeah.
and I guess phone cases.
Oh.
I collect phone cases, not purposefully. I just like
Yeah.
variety.
I collect records,
Okay.
cassettes, and comic books. Not very well, but I do.
Yeah, I also collect all of those too.
Okay.
It's just like anything I own, I feel like there's another one of those things that like go hand in hand.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
because you
so
collect every single. You collect LED lights. Do you know how many LED lights are in this room alone?
yeah. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. 6, 7.
That's a lot. 7?
Yeah, there's like 8 LED
Things in
light.
this
things
one room.
in
And
this
this
one
room
room.
isn't even very big, and this is not even his room.
This is just the basement of my house.
Yeah. So you have
I collect many
Yeah.
things.
yeah. All right, we can go on to the next one.
What was your first pet? Okay, something something I realized
Hmm.
whenever I wrote that down, I actually have had a lot of pets throughout my lifetime. I
Really?
used to think like I haven't actually had many, but I have. I'll tell my first pet and then I'll like go into detail of all of my pets because I was surprised
Yeah.
whenever I realized. My first one, from what I believe, was a dog named Jeddah.
Hmm.
Pretty
That's a-
sure.
Cute name.
Yeah. And she was like around before I was born, I'm pretty sure. And I remember her being like so, like she was like a big dog. I know she was a lab mixed with something else. I want to say a German Shepherd, but I don't know. But she was black, and she was like a pretty big dog, and I just like I remember her being like really cute, and like she's like this dog. But then when I like was watching old home videos, she was in the background of one of the videos, and she looked so scary. She looked like she like would like attack you.
Wow.
Like her
Okay.
ears were like pointy, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And like she had like buff legs. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's not at all how I remembered her.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 'cause you were like a little kid and all you saw was love in that dog.
Oh, cute.
So of course you didn't see that it was scary.
What was
Aw.
your first animal?
My first animal was a dog. He was a Jack Russell, and his name was Calvin. And I remember having that dog since he was like a little puppy, and I vividly remember holding him next to my bunk bed. That's the only memory I have of him being a baby.
Mm.
And I don't remember him too much, but I do remember that we had to give him away because my brother was about to be born and he was too aggressive to have around a baby. And so I remember it was so sad. My parents gave him away like while we were all asleep. Like it was like nighttime and this man came and like took my dog. But like with my parents' permission. And like he paid for him and stuff. But he went to go live with a family of Jack Russells, you know. So like I'm sure he loved that a lot more.
Jeddah ran away
Oh.
because...
Are you sure, or did your parents lie?
No. There's like a story that goes along with it.
Yeah.
Like we went... No, like literally there was a story
okay,
that goes
okay.
along. My uncle or my cousin lived in our basement at the time.
Okay.
And we were gone somewhere. And I don't remember this. I just remember this story being told. And like he was like dog sitting the dog even though he lived there, you know.
Yeah.
And she like got out and ran away. Because like he like let her out, I'm pretty sure.
That's really sad.
Yeah.
Oh, I would have felt so bad.
Mm.
That would have been like horrible.
Yeah, and we never saw her again.
That's so sad. And you're sure?
Well, I'm not sure that that's actually what happened, I guess.
Because that feels like it could be like fabricated.
But why would they put the blame on my cousin uncle?
Cousin uncle. Maybe he actually did let her out, but then she got like run over or something. Like it was still his fault, but like they eased it up, so you guys didn't hate him.
Maybe. I'll have to ask.
Yeah. I have only had 2 dogs and like several fish because they died really quickly because they're fish.
Here's my list of animals that I...
Okay, yeah.
They
Go
just
ahead.
like kept going. So Jeddah, which was whatever kind of dog she was.
Mm-hmm.
3 cats. All sisters.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 gecko lizards.
Oh yeah, I forgot about them.
We had fish at some point. I don't actually think I was alive when we had them, but here's a funny story. Not even about me.
Okay.
When my parents had fish, my older sister was like 3 at the time.
Okay.
And she was running down the hallway, I think, and she rammed into the fish tank and shattered it with her forehead.
Oh my god, with her forehead? Did
And
she have a scar or something?
no, she just got bruises somehow.
Wow.
But my parents always said when they heard it, it sounded like the bathtub got turned on.
Those
so
poor
she-
fish.
So she shattered the fish tank.
Did she try to like save them or something?
She was 3.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, was she like, oh no, these fish, I need to
I
help
don't know
them?
what
Or...
she was doing. She was probably like crying on the floor.
Oh yeah, true.
Soaked with fish on her.
Yeah, that's so sad for the fish. But you're right, that's a funny story.
Yeah. And then 2 guinea pigs.
I never heard about the guinea pigs
Really?
in your lifetime.
Yeah.
Huh.
Like recent. Not like
you
more
made
recent
fun of me for saying
than
recent.
the like animals I just mentioned.
Yeah.
Like in this house recent.
Wow.
It was like first or second year of like living in this house.
Wow. 2
We
guinea
had
pigs.
2 guinea pigs.
What were their names?
They were named after like Star Wars.
Mm.
One was Chewbacca, and the
Yeah,
other one,
Because what else would you name a guinea pig?
was something.
Mm.
Yeah,
You must have really loved that guinea pig.
yeah. I mean, I didn't even remember them until I wrote that question down.
Wow.
And then I had another dog named Echo, who was a Maltese, so like a Yorkie. No. Yeah. A Maltese and a Yorkie mix. A Morkie, I think they called it. She was weird. She was a weird dog.
I never met Echo.
And now we have a Great Dane named Luna, and she's a silly goose for sure.
I've had 2 dogs, and my most recent dog, her name was Hermione, and I love her so much. And she was like, she was so fat, but like she was a Basset Hound mixed with a German Shepherd, and so she was short and long and fat and lazy and adorable.
She's like the best dog. I love her.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, so yeah, we can go on. Next. Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah.
Okay. If you could be a cartoon character, who would you be? I have an answer, but I'm not sure how honest it is, but I do know that whenever I was watching it, I was like I found myself frequently being like, that looks fun. That seems fun.
Okay.
That like she was doing. And when I say this, you're going to be like, huh? Okay?
Mm.
Bean from Disenchantment. So she is a princess of a kingdom that is like poor and like bad. And she doesn't want to be a princess. You know, she's always out on the town getting drunk.
Oh.
And she like comes home late. That's not the part.
Cartoon?
It's an adult cartoon.
Oh. Oh, I know what show you're talking about now.
Yeah. Anyway, there's like the adventures she goes on, and just like honestly, like living in a medieval town like sounds fun because like everything is within walking distance. She lives in a palace. You know, it may be crumbling, but it's still a palace.
Mm-hmm.
She's got her ragtag team. She has a demon friend.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, she's just like always going on adventures. She meets a mermaid.
What cartoon character would I be? You always tell me I'm very like animated.
Yeah, you
But-
already are a cartoon character.
But like,
But like, I can't really answer this for you.
well, I guess you didn't really do one that literally is like same characteristics and stuff.
Yeah, no,
So-
just which one would you want to be?
I'd want to be Aang
That's a good one.
from Avatar.
I was gonna say Azula, and then I was like, no, I would want to be around Azula. So I was gonna say Ty Lee, but I was like, no, because like, she doesn't like treat her the best. I would like want to be Ty Lee in the like fan fictions.
You read fan fictions?
Like, okay, there's this one like artist on Instagram that I follow who writes like fan comics of like Avatar, and they're just like cute little like scenes, you know, and just like cute moments that like between like all the characters, you know. So it's just like
That's
fun.
Out of all the characters, I'd want to be Aang. Because
Yeah,
like he's the Avatar.
yeah. Pizza. But could you handle being the Avatar? I think you could.
I like to think I could handle being the Avatar.
Yeah. I would not be able to, only because I would not be able to take things seriously, you know? Like for the direness that they are.
Mhm.
Because I know that like while reading Kyoshi, I'm like, in this situation, I would probably be doing exactly or worse what Kyoshi's
Oh my
doing.
gosh.
What?
Maybe I'd be more of Korra. That's awful to think about. I hate Korra.
I
Hot take.
actually think that's like beautiful that you would be like Korra because you dislike her ways so much, because I know that you would actually not like yourself if you like if
But
you met
that's
yourself.
not good.
That's not necessarily,
I feel
because
like you should want to be your own friend.
and not necessarily because I just think your personality doesn't mix with your personality. Not that your personality is bad, because I love it.
I guess
You know?
that sense. I guess that makes sense. If there was another me, we'd butt heads.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Which is
Because we're too similar.
yes, because because the ways that you would be similar would contradict.
Mm. That makes sense.
Yeah. All right.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah. Okay. Is it my turn?
It's my turn.
Yeah, because there's only two left. Two left.
2 more. What was your favorite vacation?
Okay. My favorite vacation in this very moment is when we went to the lake that one time
Oh,
with your
okay.
family. Because it just felt so vacation-y. It felt so relaxing. And just standing on that balcony in the morning, looking over at the lake with the cool air, like that is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And like when we were on the like lily pad on the lake with Kelsey,
That was
like
so fun. Oh my gosh.
like, that
I wanted
was
to do that.
it felt so go with the flow,
Mm-hmm.
and it just felt amazing.
A lot of like weekend trips or like road trips
Mhm.
that any trip really that my family goes on is very like spontaneous.
Yeah.
Not the trip itself, but
The stuff
what
that you
we're
do.
doing on the trip is very
Yeah.
spontaneous.
And I love my family vacations as well, but they don't feel that way, you know.
Yeah.
They're very scheduled, which is cool and nice and is comforting.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I've just been longing for cuz like I want my life to be like that, you know. And so it was just a little glimpse of what it could be.
Mm-hmm.
And I miss that so much, cuz we also went on hikes, you know.
Yeah.
And saw this really cool cave thing. Like
Yeah. And
that's
castle ruins.
yeah. Like, and I bonded with your family too,
Mhm.
like your grandparents and stuff. Like I miss that. I
That
think
was
of
fun.
I think about that.
We could
like, a
we
lot.
should try to do that this summer again. My favorite vacation, there's There's so many good ones. Like right now, the one that holds the most like memories and like excitement and fun and like is
Mhm.
very similar to yours.
Yeah.
But our road trip to Hannibal.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That one was good.
That one was so fun. There was like so many like little stories and adventures within like those little
Yeah.
weekend getaways.
There are more, like, little memories in that one than the lake. But I feel like the reason why I didn't choose that one is because I really, for some reason, think I didn't appreciate the road trip to Hannibal until we got back. And then I was like, that was, like, really
Actually,
fun.
me too, I think, because I was so like
Stressed.
okay, this is gonna sound bad, but I was like disappointed-ish throughout the whole time.
Yeah.
Because like nothing was what I was expecting.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing was what I was expecting to go into.
Yeah.
But I think that was like the best part about it.
Yeah, but you didn't get to appreciate that till after it was done.
Yeah.
Which is kind of really sad. But like,
I think as we were doing the things we didn't expect,
yeah.
they were getting better.
That's true.
It's
by
like
the end, it was like
by the end of each adventure, we
Mhm.
appreciated the
Yeah.
adventure.
yeah.
And then except for, I mean, I appreciate the hotel adventure
Okay.
storyline, but
I definitely did not hate the hotel as much as you did.
that hotel was so bad.
But also what I think is interesting is because you're the one who hated it more than me, I think it's weird that I'm the one who thinks you cut your toe on glass and you think it's just the pool.
Because I'm the one who felt it.
Yeah, true. But I feel like in my soul, I feel like it was glass because of the way how deep it cut and the fact that we were there before in that part of the pool. We had been there like the whole time. So it's like the glass must have
But we
just
weren't-
floated to there.
But we weren't doing what we were doing, and we weren't maybe in that exact spot where that
True. But I just feel
whatever
like
it was.
the way that the hotel felt, it just really felt like there was glass in the pool. You know?
Well, yeah, but like it also feels like there's sharp, like sticking outs of the pool too.
Yeah, and whenever they like came out and was like, "This is the first time we've had an injury," I did not believe them. They were lying.
Okay, well here's the story time of that. We were in the rinky dinky pool of this Hannibal hotel that was sketchy as hell.
Yeah,
And
but it looked like it was straight out of the 60s.
like it looked like it would have thrived in the 1960s.
Mm-hmm.
It was there was so much potential with that hotel.
Yes.
It was very cool looking,
Uh-huh.
but it was so run down. It literally looked so abandoned. It was
It did.
unbelievable.
There was like nobody there.
And we were in the pool, and the pool was like a little icky, obviously, but
Frozen. It was so cold.
yeah. And we were like, there's a slant on the pool, and we were like climbing like a mountain, I think, is what we were doing.
we were climbing.
And when I was climbing the mountain in the pool, my toe had like scraped on to something at the bottom of the pool. It was so sharp, and it hurted so bad. And I very much believe it was not glass because, one,
Glass probably wouldn't have hurt so much.
yeah, and also I feel like it would have moved.
We'll never know.
Yeah.
But I still believe it was
But
glass.
I didn't really think it was that bad. I was like still climbing the mountain. And so
Because I feel like everything hurts worse when it's in a pool. Like, you, like, get scraped in the bottom of the pool, and you're like, oh, I'm, like, bleeding. I lost my toe. And then you look, and there's, like, literally nothing.
Yeah.
So it's like,
well, I also
you just try
looked
to...
at it when we were in the pool, and it was obviously, like, there wasn't anything there because we were in the pool and, like, it was, like, no.
Cleaning it.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
not, like, cleaning it, but, like, washing the
Not cleaning it, but
blood off. But then I was just, like, kind of, like, done after that, even though we stayed in there for a little bit longer.
yeah.
But then, like, I got out, and I was like, this is hurting still.
yeah.
And so, like, we, like, looked at it more, and then it started, like, starting to bleed, and it looked, like, deep. And
I think he should have gotten stitches.
I probably could have gotten, like, stitches or, like, glued it together.
Yeah.
Because, but, like, we got, like, this white pool towel that I put it on.
Mm-hmm.
And that towel was, like, not necessarily covered in blood.
It was not white anymore.
But it was, like, there were big splotches of blood all over that towel.
Yeah.
And, like, we put that weird disinfectant on it.
Peroxide. Yeah.
Yeah, hydrogen peroxide.
Yeah.
And literally when it hit the floor of the pool tile,
Okay, you know how whenever you put it on a wound, it'll like bubble up, and that means it's cleaning it.
Because
that
it's
means
dirty
there's
and
bacteria.
There's bacteria on it. When it hit the floor of the pool tile, like where we were, it was sizzling.
Yeah, it
up
was
in
basically
there.
like exploded. Like
It was like crazy, and I was like, that's gross. And
yeah.
but yeah, we were like cleaning it, and then we put a Band-Aid on it, and I literally, this might sound so dramatic, but I couldn't walk on that toe. Like, obviously I could walk on my foot, but like I would like lift it and like walk on it like kind of like sideways for like 2 straight months.
That's why I think it needed stitches. Because why? Because like I feel like a cut that doesn't need a stitch or need it to be glued shut would feel better before 2 months.
It would have healed, but it didn't.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I have a scar.
Look at it right now.
Taking my shoes off.
Oh my goodness. Got a burlesque sequence right here.
But yeah, that trip was so fun.
Yeah.
In hindsight.
I remember, I think the reason why I liked the hotel more than you, because I actually liked it, actually. I know it was, like, dirty, and I kind of was scared that we were going to have bed bugs. I liked it because, well, one, it looked like it was from the 60s, and that's awesome. And two, it reminded me of this hotel in this show I had just got done watching called Everything Sucks.
I can't find it.
So I guess you don't have a scar?
It was there for a while, though.
Well, yeah. Okay. Last
question.
This better be a good one. What is the last show you binged? Like completed?
Yeah, that's what binge means.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Well, it means like, yeah.
The last show I completed is Only Murders in the Building.
Okay. Binged. Meaning one sitting finished.
One sitting?
That's like what you binge watch a show. Like you.
Yeah, but I feel like you can binge something over a week.
Let's look up what the definition of binge is, because
Go ahead.
to me, binging is you finish that whole thing within one sitting.
Okay. I think it just means like you watch a lot of it in one sitting. Guess who's excited for dinner? I am.
So binge watching, the practice of watching multiple episodes of a television program in rapid success.
Yeah. So it doesn't mean you have to finish it.
But I wouldn't call you
Right.
watching Murders in the Building multiple episodes of rapid success.
That's true.
Because you watch it like, what, 2 to 3 episodes a week?
Okay, yeah,
That's-
because I had to watch it with my dad. So, okay.
Well, I'll answer because I've had my answer.
Okay. I think it might be the same answer.
You think? I was thinking that. Mine is School Spirits.
Oh, it's not the same answer. Okay.
Because you and Carly, who's like our like best friend, love her.
Mhm.
Hopefully she'll be on the podcast sometime.
Yeah.
And my oldest sister were like all really wanting me to watch that show because they were like, you would love that show so much.
Did you?
And I was like, yeah, I'll get to it. And I watched it like a few weeks ago. I watched like the first 2 episodes very slowly. Because I don't know, still wasn't into it. I think, because I had just finished rewatching Avatar The Last Airbender. So it's
Right.
like still in the slump of,
Yeah.
just finished like my favorite show again.
Yeah.
So like I was very slowly getting into it. And then one night, I was like midway through, mid-stop in like 2nd episode, I'm pretty sure.
Mhm.
And so like started it again one night. And I watched the rest of the season that one night. And I've never felt this before with a show, but you do a lot, you say, is I didn't like get into it until like it was over.
Yep. Mhm.
Like I was obviously into it because I finished it in one night basically.
But like become
But like I was watching
obsessed.
it and I was like very interested. It was like getting more and more interesting, and I had like theories, and I was like, wait, this is so cool. Like who?
Mhm.
Obviously no spoilers, but like so cool.
Yeah.
And then like when like I'm still baffled by the ending. I wish you could have seen me.
Yeah.
The
Me too.
literal last 20 minutes. And I'm literally not kidding at all. The last 20 minutes of that episode, my mouth was all open, gaping hole. I was baffled.
Okay, I don't remember it too well, but I do remember that feeling. I don't remember what happened. I'm gonna have to rewatch it. Wait, I don't even remember if they're getting a 2nd season.
They are.
They are.
But, so, basically they were owned by Netflix. Obviously, it was a Netflix thing. And then, Netflix being Netflix, canceled it.
Right.
And then, Paramount Plus was like, stupid idiots.
Yeah.
They took it, and now they're doing School Spirits.
Okay.
But by the same people. It's just,
Right. That's good.
now it's on Paramount Plus.
Is there like a estimated anything?
No, it's renewed.
Okay,
That's all we
great.
know.
I hate when shows get canceled.
Me too. It's the worst. But I literally can't get over it. I need to like rewatch that already.
Let's.
I was like, and I love when shows and movies baffle me.
Yeah.
I love it so
I
much.
get baffled always.
It gives me so much joy. Like I love a good plot twist.
Yes. Okay.
So what was your show?
The live action Avatar The Last Airbender.
Ah.
Because we watched it in one day and there's only 8 episodes, which I hate that TV shows are getting less and less episodes per season.
Yeah.
Because you can very easily watch it all in one sitting, and then all that work, all that build up to a season is gone, and now you have to wait a whole year for it to happen again. And I feel like the hype dies out by then
Yeah.
because of how quickly you were able to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
But like shows with longer seasons, it lasts longer, you know?
Yeah.
Even if you tried to watch all of it in one day, you physically cannot.
Mm-hmm.
So it does last a little bit longer, and the people who worked on it, I don't know. I just feel like a show comes out, a season comes out, and you're like, yay, a season. And you watch it, and then you're like, okay, when's season 2 coming out? You know?
Yeah.
Like, already. Because it's like they're giving us a really long movie.
Mm.
But the thing about a movie is it doesn't need more, you know? But TV shows inherently need more seasons. Because, like, why would you do it if not? You know?
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like, I don't know. I hate that so much. Like, bring back 30 episodes and 7 seasons.
Yeah, and start, like, I know some people do this, some people don't. Start, like, airing them weekly.
Yeah. More, like,
If you're going
make
to
that
have
a super common thing.
6 to 8 episodes, air them weekly, not just put them out on one day.
Yeah.
Like, give people something to, like, look forward to.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yes.
not just, like, we look forward to this one big day.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and then, like, that day's done, and we're like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Especially when you absolutely love it. Because then it's like, you want to experience it longer.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, yeah.
And it can become a fun, like, bonding experience with, like, friends and family, because then
Yeah.
you can, like, have a weekly thing of, like, oh, we get to sit down and watch our show now.
Yeah.
But
And we're, like,
no, you
we're acting like
already
we're
watched
inventing
it
it.
alone in your bedroom in
Yeah.
one night.
All by yourself. And you stayed up. Well, that was a long segment of us kind of just being haters. But, like,
Yeah.
I think I am a hater at heart, but, like, I don't like it. But I just...
My favorite thing to say to you is you're such a, like, you're always a critic.
Yeah. And I really am. But, like...
Sometimes that's not a bad thing. Everyone's
Yeah.
a critic.
Yeah. So, anyway, that's a little bit about us.
Make sure to tune in for our next episode, because that one's going to be really fun. I'm excited for that one.
Yeah.
We already
Next
have it
week.
planned out.
How often are we going to post?
Good question. We're going to be posting every Wednesday.
Yep. Every single Wednesday. So, make sure you're tuned in.
Turn that knob on your radio. And
then tune in, because
Get
that's
to the
not going to do anything.
get to the frequency that we're on
Yeah.
every Wednesday.
Thank you for watching, listening. Thank you for tuning in.
You're going to have trouble with that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
Alright.
check all these recordings. See if